Hello, I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to make better use of your practice time using your driver. Stay tuned. So as I've said recently, this year is about really improving your score, and it's really trying to get you practicing like you play golf. So I want you to take a few minutes and just think, how many drivers do you hit in a round of golf? So let's assume there are 4 par 3s. The maximum amount of drives you're going to hit during a round of golf is 14. If it takes you 4 hours to play golf, you're hitting a driver approximately every 17 minutes. So how does hitting 10 drivers in 10 minutes help you prepare for what you're going to experience on the golf course? That's right, it doesn't. It may try and get you thinking and repeating a certain action over and over, but that skill of hitting 10 drivers in a row isn't something that you can take out onto the golf course with you. On the golf course, you get one shot. So I think a much better way of practicing your driver and everything else for that matter, but particularly the driver today, is to actually think about the course that you're going to play. And if you think the first hole is a par 4, I really want to hit it down the left side to give me the best chance of hitting the ball into the green. Why don't we practice trying to hit your driver down the left side? Don't just try and stand here thinking, I've got to hit it straight, because that's not really going to work. You've got to picture the hole. So I would play every single hole on your practice range as if you're teeing off on the course. So out here you might say there are bunkers down the right, where those flag sticks are down the right hand side there, and there's a yellow flag down the left, and that's the left edge of my fairway. So as I'm standing here picturing it, I'm picturing the first hole, and I can see the bunkers that are down the right there that I want to avoid, and I then go through my pre-shot routine, stand behind, picture the shot, take my setup, and then I execute it. And I would then do the same thing for the second hole, and the third, and the fourth. So you're not doing bunch practice where you're just going bang, bang, bang. You're actually trying to hit the ball in the right spot. Now, if you hit a bad shot, it's a bad shot. Don't give yourself a second chance to try and fix it. Play the next hole. It's a much more efficient way of practicing. Now, I was on my bike yesterday doing some training for a ride that I've got coming up in a few weeks called the Tour Down Under in Adelaide. And I was actually thinking, in this ride there's some flat, there's some downhill, but there's a fair bit of uphill. So I've really got to tailor my training in the last week to 2 weeks before this ride of doing some hill climbing. So it's really important that I do get out on the bike and practice in the hills. If I don't, I'm not going to be ready on the day of this ride. Do we do that when we play golf? We tend to think, oh, I'm playing at this course next week, it should be a nice round. We don't actually prepare for it. You might think about the course and think, gee, there's a lot of bunkers down the right-hand side, so maybe you should get out on the range and try and practice hitting the ball down the left. So what I've set up here is I've got a little blue swimming noodle on an alignment stick. So that's something that I want to hit left of. So I'm going to go through my pre-shot routine. I'm thinking I want to hit the ball left of the blue stick, and if I can do that, I'm going to avoid those bunkers. So I've got the picture in my mind. I take my alignment left of the blue stick, and I'm thinking I want to hit it left of the blue stick. And I hit it down the left side of the fairway, left of the blue stick. That's good. You might also think, gee, I want to hit it, practice hitting it to the right of the blue stick. I really don't want to go left. So we do the same thing. We stand back here, we picture the shot, right of the blue stick. I don't want it going left of the blue stick. Aiming it out to the right. The ball started to the right of the blue stick and just drew back, so it's in prime position. If we don't practice like we want to play golf, it's a bit of a lottery as to whether we're going to do the right thing. So that's the thing. Practice like you play golf. By all means, hit several drivers in a row. What I don't want you to do is to hit the same shot in a row. Change it. Change your target. Use objects. picture the hole that you're playing. If you can do that in a practice sense, you will be able to transfer that skill onto the golf course. So it's a pretty simple thing to do. It's remarkably easy. In fact, you think, that makes perfect sense. Why haven't I done that before? I don't know, we tend not to. But it's an easy, smart thing to do. So I encourage you to do it. Thank you for letting me help you with your golf. I'm Brian Fitzgerald, the Golf Doctor. And if you want to subscribe to my videos on YouTube, you can click on the button down there. You can get further information on my Facebook page or my Twitter feed, or you can go and sign up to my electronic newsletter at thegolfdoctor.com.au.